Hello everybody, I'm Redchu and welcome to Hashtag the Person Behind the Games, or my video of Hashtag the Person Behind the Games. I was tagged to do this video by Spazternaught a couple of weeks ago, and then again a week later after that, because I never did it. But a week later I was tagged by MoonV, and I never did it, so this hopefully will be good enough. I have to do 10 facts, and I'm not going to do 20 facts because I got tagged twice or anything. That's just dumb, because it took forever to come up with 10 facts, so hopefully these are 10 facts that you may or may not have known already. Hopefully they're interesting facts. If not, I don't know. Anyway, let's get to the facts. Fact number 1. I play video games and make videos for YouTube. I bet you guys didn't know that. Actually, I started doing YouTube back in 2007. I wasn't really doing YouTube, but I had my first account made in 2007 where I put a video of me doing my first ever pop shove it on a skateboard up. And that got met with some pretty hateful comments and stuff like that until I eventually took it down because apparently I wasn't doing it correctly. I wasn't as good as the rest of the YouTube commenting people on there. That was before I figured out that everybody on YouTube comment stuff and everything else like that sucks, or at least that's what I thought. But thankfully, that doesn't seem to be the case too much. There's only like a little select number of people who probably troll comments and stuff, and thankfully, I haven't had that happen yet, but I'm looking forward to that moment when I do. Fact number 2. I want to make videos because I want to better connect with my internet friends because I just felt textual conversations, and I did say textual conversations, weren't bringing us together with a close enough connection, and I want to be closer with my friends on the internet. I want to be closer with the people I talk to on an almost daily basis, and whether that has happened or not, I'm not sure. I've met new people and I've got a little bit closer to them, I guess. So I guess I'm making friendships and stuff. Maybe close friendships aren't something that I should be looking into doing. I don't know. But that's just the whole reason I want to do YouTube. I just want to better connect with my internet friends and better connect with people and meet new faces like you. You right now watching my video. I want to meet your face. Fact number 3. I was surrounded by video games my whole life. As a little kid, my brother used to play the Sega Genesis, the Super Nintendo, the regular Nintendo, the Nintendo 64. I had a PlayStation 1. I also had the Sega Genesis after my brother broke the audio in his for, I don't know what he did. He spliced together like the NES audio with the Sega Genesis audio or something and somehow messed up the sound for the Sega Genesis. But that is a completely different story and not a fact about me, but anyway, as I was saying, I was surrounded by video games my whole life, and that's really why I'm such a big gamer today. Well, honestly, me gaming has died down a little bit because I don't really play games for that long anymore because I get distracted too easily by the internet and things on the internet. So hopefully playing games for YouTube will help me actually be able to complete video games this time instead of just playing them for a couple of days and stopping because whatever reasons, distractions and whatnot. Fact number 4. The first video game I ever beat was actually a WWF wrestling game for the Sega Genesis, which is now WWE, of course, but that's besides the point. I was playing as Doink the Clown. My brother had rented, or my dad actually had rented the game for Sega Genesis for, I guess, me to play. My brother and his friend were also in the same bedroom because I was playing in their bedroom on a different TV, but they were playing a different game for, I think, the Super Nintendo or something on their room, in that room with me. And I was sitting there playing the wrestling game and just beating all those people up as Doink the Clown, until eventually I got the credits to roll. And my brother, honestly, I think he was a little bit amazed that I actually beat a game. I actually got the credits to roll without any help from anybody else because I had only had help from him to beat Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo. I'd have him get me to the last level and get me all the way to the Bowser battle, and then I would take over from there and beat Bowser and get the credits to roll that way, but that wasn't really me beating the game. But I actually beat this wrestling game, so I think he was actually maybe a little bit proud of me for doing it, even though I'm not sure if you can actually beat a wrestling game or not, but I got the credits to roll at least, and that was a good thing, I guess. Another fact would be that I called wrestling Bia Bia for some reason when I was little, because I was pretty little at this time, so I was probably still calling it Bia Bia. I might have grown out of it I might have grown out of it by that point, but I'm not 100% sure. But I just thought I'd give you that little tidbit that I called wrestling Bia Bia. Fact number 5. I have no face. The face that you see in my videos usually is just a product of my excellent editing skills. Fact number 6. I used to have really, really blonde hair, almost to the point of being white when I was little. Like when I was first born, I guess, or, well, I was a little bit older than first born, but I had really, really blonde and white hair, and that lasted over the years, but as I grew older and older, it got darker and darker until it eventually became this dark brownish poopy color that I have now. It is no longer white. I am no longer an albino-headed person, white-haired dude person who had long hair then. I also had long hair before then, but I don't know what I'm talking about now. Let's just skip on to the next fact. Fact number 7. I am a trained weather spotter for the National Weather Service, and that entails that I have to look at the clouds. I have to report hail damage. I have to, not damage, well, I could report hail damage, but just hail sizes, winds, damage, floods, etc., etc., etc. I have to provide ground truth for the National Weather Service. Well, I don't actually have to do it because it's a completely voluntary job, but I did get trained by the National Weather Service to do it, so it's something that I do because I'm really, really interested in the weather and all that kind of stuff. And if you've watched some of my videos, you've probably heard me say stuff about I watch the weather. I love weather-related things. A tornado is something I've always wanted to see. I don't like the destruction. I do not like the death that they cause, but it's just fascinating to see the tornadoes. If it was in an open field or something where it wasn't hurting anybody, that would be the best situation for me to see a tornado, but in all honesty, I'm still a little bit scared of thunderstorms despite being enthused with them, so I don't know how that's going to work out. But yeah, I am a trained weather spotter for the National Weather Service, so that's a thing. Fact number 8. I used to make games, and I still actually attempt to make games, but it really never gets anywhere farther than attempting to make games because I don't have the motivation, or the motivational drive at least, to continue making games like I used to before. Because back when I first started making games in 2003, I would pump out little stupid, crappy games that nobody else would probably want to play but me. But they were fun to me, they were fun to make, they were fun to everybody who I had play them, such as my family and stuff, because they were amazed that I could actually make a video game on my computer, a computer game, I guess. Well, there's still video games, I don't know. But it was just really fun to do it, and as the years went on, as I grew older, I realized that my work was crap, and I'd lose motivation because I see other people making better games that I could ever possibly make, or I could ever hope to make. And I have all these big ideas, and I just keep cramming more things into these ideas, and then I get carried away, and I get overwhelmed, and I can't do anything, I can't make these games! But yeah, I might make another game eventually. I have the Black Hole That Wants to Eat Me. It's on Game Jolt, it's on the Sandbox of Yo-Yo Games, and it's probably somewhere else. I know it was on one of those websites that take the games off the other websites and host it their own. At least they gave me credit, though. They called me RC, or whatever they gave me credit for, I don't remember. But that game sucks. If you go looking for the Black Hole That Wants to Eat Me, don't expect anything good, because it's awful. Fact number 9. I'm scared of whales and or the deep ocean. If you've watched my Stranded Deep videos, you probably already knew this. But if you haven't watched my Stranded Deep videos, you just learned something new. But anyway, I had a dream that there were 2 blue whales living underneath my house, and the floor in my house was like a glass bottom, like, you know, in those glass bottom boats where you can see under the ocean. That's what it was like under my house. I mean, on the floor of my house. I could see under there was just the deep, dark blueness of a vast ocean beneath me, and then I could see 2 blue whales swimming underneath me. And I think it could possibly be the fear that I associate with dreams, because every dream I have I associate with the feeling of fear for some reason. Maybe everybody does, I don't know. But I think it's because of that, and I associate whales with that dream, and I associate fear with the dreams that I have, that dream and every other dream, that I actually feel fear of whales in the deep ocean. But honestly, the deep ocean is pretty creepy. You don't know what's under there. Nobody knows what's under there. It's like the most unexplored thing ever. We know more about space and the solar system than we do our own ocean. Think about that for a minute. What the crap lurks under that ocean? Why shouldn't I be scared of it? Why shouldn't you be scared of it? And finally, fact number 10. I am a quiet person. It might not seem like it in my videos. Well, it might seem like it in my videos. I don't know. But I'm not a very social person. I'm a very quiet person, to be honest with you, and I just have to kind of force myself to come out and talk to you guys through my videos. It's not really a forceful thing, but well, it is a forceful thing, because I don't usually talk while playing video games. I don't play video games with friends or anything, because I don't have any people to play video games with. So I have to kind of force it out of me. I have to force the commentary out of me, and that's something that's actually helping me a little bit. I think, hopefully, it's gonna be helping me a little bit. Perhaps the longer I do it, the more it's gonna help me. I don't know. Doing videos is weird to my family because they know that I'm a quiet person. I don't like people. Or that's what they think. I don't like people. There's certain people I don't like. Let's just put it that way. There's certain kinds of people I don't like. I don't know what I'm going on with this. But anyway, that's the 10 facts about me. That was the person behind the games, me, Redchu. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you learned something new. If not, I don't know. I'm sorry. I've probably rambled a lot in this video, so I do it a lot. If you've watched my videos, you already know that. If not, you know it now, that I ramble. So there's the 11th fact for you. I did 11 facts today. Awesome. Anyway, on to my nominations. I nominate, or tag rather, Digidice, right here somewhere, possibly, R3DK, or Red Cross, somewhere over here, and then Courtney's Adventures, right here. So you three have to do this video. You don't really have to do it. Well, I'm not gonna force you. I'm not gonna take a gun out and force you a gunpoint or anything to do this video. So just do it when you can. Do it if you want to. Don't do it. It doesn't matter to me, I guess. It doesn't really matter. So if you like this video, slap that like button around a bit with a large trout and share it with your friends because they might like it too. If you want to see more of these videos in the future, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you geese later. Thanks for watching.